welcome back to the channel once again. This is Alan Presents, and we are doing our Royal Rumble predictions today. We're doing them today because we haven't got time on the weekend to do them prior to the event after SmackDown. I should probably do that. I'm Alan. Hi. This is
Leanne.
She says hi.
Hello.
See? So Royal Rumble is coming up on Saturday. It's not the Royal Rumble pay-per-view anymore. It's the Royal Rumble play.
Premium live event. For some reason.
I still don't understand this. Okay.
I reckon it's because pay-per-view has the word pay in it, and they're trying to sort of steer away from that. Premium sounds more like you're getting something. Pay is you're giving us something.
So on the just we're going to tangent a little bit with this. So on the side of that, then, right? Because of the network in Britain and other countries around the world at the moment, and Peacock in America, we get the event included with a subscription. Okay. Now, by calling this a premium live event, do you think that's going to become an added extra charge on the subscription at some point?
I think you might need a premium membership. Potentially. That might be what they're moving towards.
Because it's been rumored for so long that they were going to introduce a tier system in the network, you know, and that would include things like Raw and SmackDown as they air, which would be fantastic. Yeah. Obviously, the pay-per-view, the premium live event. I've been watching this for like 20 odd years. Getting out of that pay-per-view habit is not going to be easy.
Especially when it's still pay-per-view everywhere else.
Yeah, other companies are still using PPV. Yeah. So, so the Royal Rumble happens once a year in January. It's a bit later this year. I think usually it's about a week earlier, but it doesn't make a difference. I think day one kind of offset a little bit, which is fine. Anyone who doesn't know what the Royal Rumble event is, it's basically revolves around, used to be one match. It's now two. So you got the Women's Royal Rumble match, and you got the Men's Royal Rumble match. I'm twisting around so I don't swear. Two. Yeah. Two. Or day one, day two. So the Royal Rumble match encompasses 30 men in the men's one, obviously, and 30 women in the women's Royal Rumble. They start off with two people in the ring who drew numbers 1 and 2. So they'll start going at it and fight for 2 minutes. Then another person comes out. Then every 90 seconds after that, another person will come out until all 30 people have been entered.
Yes.
The way to eliminate is not pinfall, it's not submission. It's throwing your opponent over the top rope and having their feet touch the floor. So it's not a conventional match. It's like a battle royale, but almost like a battle royale marathon, where a battle royale would have all the people in the ring at once and start and just pummeling on each other. A Royal Rumble goes up in increments every 90 seconds. It's number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, etc.
Yeah, so you could end up with one person eliminating everyone and then sort of having to wait for the next person to come down and then you get a break.
1996 Royal Rumble, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Every time someone will come in, wham, 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 out he goes. He'd just be like, I'm waiting, come on, where's the next one? And then you've got that infamous shot where he sat on the ropes. He's like, and then Bret Hart comes out and he's just like, because they had a massive rivalry going at that point.
Of course. And then the other sort of interesting thing you get is you might have
rags running around like
you might have rags running around like you do. You might have one member of a tag team in the ring fighting, and then you never know when the next one's going to come out, and then turn the tide of the battle. So there's some really interesting dynamics that can work out in Royal Rumble.
There's been a few times where all of New Day, for example, have been in the ring at the same time.
Yeah, and it just changes the whole dynamic of what's in the ring. And then you'll end up with maybe 2 people in the same tag team having to decide whether they're working together or eliminating each other, which they've been playing into a lot in the build-up to this one. Yeah. But we'll get into that, I'm sure.
So, as just a bit of a very, very, very brief history, I saw something on social media, I think it was yesterday. Somebody posted a picture of Ric Flair when he won the Royal Rumble. It was one of the only times the Royal Rumble has ever been for the WWE or WWF at the time championship. Yes. One thing I forgot to mention, the Royal Rumble match, the winner gets to choose the opponent, the title match that they get at the main event of WrestleMania. So you win the Rumble, you challenge a champion for that title at WrestleMania.
Well, it can't be that both is the main event.
No, but yeah.
Is it the men's one's the main event, or have they not decided which one will be the main
event? I don't think they've decided.
No.
Okay. I mean, we are still like 2 and a bit months away from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Stuff can change between now and then. But generally, like last year's WrestleMania, they had Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, who won last year's Women's Rumble, fighting Sasha Banks for the title. That was the main event of night 1. And then you had... What was the other main event of WrestleMania last year?
Oh, yeah, because it's 2 nights, so they could do both as main events.
I want to say it was Roman... It was Roman versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan.
Yes,
that's what it was. That's what, because Edge won the Rumble last year for the men.
Mm-hmm.
He challenged Roman Reigns, and Daniel Bryan had to stick his nose in and get involved. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, so they can both be main events.
So in terms of winners, the first Royal Rumble event was 1988. This is where I was going to.
Yes.
So the picture of Ric Flair had the caption, "Who won the Rumble the year you were born?"
Oh.
Started in 1988. I'm older than that, so I couldn't...
We can do mine.
So I couldn't really take place in that. Who would have been yours? I think Hulk Hogan, 91 maybe.
Yes.
Maybe Hulk Hogan.
Gotta
I have to look into
say your
that.
prayers and take your vitamins.
So just as a thing, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was the first winner of the Royal Rumble in 1988. 1991 was Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
Won 2 Rumbles back to back. Shawn Michaels has won the Rumble twice. Stone Cold Steve Austin's the only person to win the Royal Rumble 3 times.
Wow.
Triple H has won it. Undertaker, Batista, Edge, as I've already mentioned. Those are just some of the caliber stars that have won the men's Royal Rumble over the years. I mean, what's that? 33 years?
Mm-hmm.
My math is not great today. This will be the 35th.
Okay.
How's it fun?
Are they counting
it's
the
2022.
women's?
That's why. Yeah, that's why. No, that's the years it ran.
Okay.
Because you got the women's and the men's there.
Yeah.
So it's the 35th Royal Rumble. And I said that there's some notably big stars there. Drew McIntyre, for example, won it just before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And he went on to fight Brock Lesnar, and he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the title, which was, in terms of the women's Royal Rumble, it's only been running for 4 years. This will be the 5th year. So you've had Asuka, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair, which you've already discussed earlier with Sasha Banks when she went on to fight Sasha Banks at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Okay, so generally the Royal Rumble matches are quite long, so there's not a lot of other matches on the card.
Fair enough.
There tends to be a handful. In this particular case, we've got 4 matches and then the 2 Royal Rumble matches. So we're just going to start discussing the matches and stuff. So first up, we're going to talk about Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maryse.
Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this one.
Yeah, and like not to be like, oh, I told you so. On the day 1 predictions, what did I say?
You said that Beth Phoenix was going to be back to fight Maryse.
And then we'd get
Yeah.
a mixed tag team match, probably at
Yeah.
Royal Rumble, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not to blow my own trumpet, but
Yeah. So,
you know,
and the build up to this has been a little bit cliche, but
Yeah.
they're leaning into the cliche, and they're
they're leaning hard into the
they've been
cliche.
spinning it. So they've done the whole birthday bash and like tricking each other into getting into fights and hitting people with bricks and handbags.
Yeah, that's an old Maryse trope. That's been done before with Maryse. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been quite a fun build up though, and it's one of those matches that you just want to see.
Yeah. Like I'll make no qualms. I'm an Edge fan. I'm an Edge head.
Yeah.
And I really like The Miz.
Yes.
Like, I remember The Miz when he came into the business first off, and everyone was like, well, he's greener than baby doo-doo.
Yeah,
you know,
coming in from reality TV.
MTV, I can't remember the name of the show, it was something to do with MTV.
Yeah,
but yeah, he came in, he was green, he didn't know what he was doing, and look at him now.
Yeah, he really proved himself.
You know, my word. And he's only ever had 1 injury in his career, and that was last year. You know, and I think that's probably part and parcel with the pandemic. He was pushing himself. He was trying to entertain the fans. He overdid it a little bit.
Probably.
But yeah, I think he deserved that time off.
Yes,
you know?
I think so.
And
similarly with Maryse coming in from, was it Tough Enough or was it a different one?
it was
Diva Search.
Diva Search originally.
And she's also like proved herself.
And if I remember rightly, she couldn't really speak much English at that point.
No, she couldn't speak any, or very little. And she still has some trouble, but it's fun.
Yeah, she gets by. She absolutely gets by. She gets by than most people.
I like that they spin it because Mike's terrible. The Miz is terrible at French. So it goes both ways. But
they're really playing that Miz and Mrs. as well, and she rips on him so hard for that. It's great.
I love that show.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's a guilty pleasure.
But
so I mean, you've got 2, I say, top world champions, Edge, Miz. They've both held the title numerous times. You've got Beth Phoenix, who's held the Women's Championship before it became what it is now, before it was the Divas Championship. And you obviously had Maryse, who was World Champion, the Women's Champion as well. So, absolutely no slouches. The only thing I've got an issue with is Beth's not been in the ring since she retired.
Yeah.
Maryse has not really been in the ring since she retired.
No.
So, I fully expect Edge and Miz to carry this match, which I've got no problem with, because those guys were great at day one. I really enjoyed that match. And then obviously they're going to do the whole, oh, Beth's going to get the tag. No, Maryse, no, it's been stopped. And they're going to tease it and tease it and tease it. And then it's that cheap heat. It's that hot tag almost. So when Edge or Miz makes the tag, like you imagine Miz tagging Maryse and she's just like, what have you done? Why are you tagging me in? You know?
Yes. I'm also expecting Beth Phoenix to get a shot at the Miz as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she's going to slam him or something.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So I think this could be a bit of a, almost like a bit of a show stealer, I think, especially for the...
Hello,
all right. Especially in terms
there,
of the non-Rumble matches.
Yes.
We'll talk about the Rumble matches after. But yeah, in this sense then, who have you got to win this match?
I think there's going to be some close moments where the Miz and Maryse will like almost steal it with shenanigans.
Like a day one.
Yeah, but I think overall Edge and Beth are going to win.
I agree. I don't think that they're going to let Edge lose.
No.
There's still more that they can do with this. A lot more. And who's to say Beth doesn't maybe jump in the Rumble match after? That's been done before.
Yeah.
Where a person's fought in a singles match or a tag match and they've joined the Rumble as well. If I remember rightly, I can't remember who, but somebody lost their title and joined the Rumble match.
Why not?
Because, why not?
I'm really looking forward to seeing the Glamazon in action.
You've not seen any of her matches, have you?
I don't think I've seen them, no. So it's going to be...
It's a bit of a tricky one, because she was great.
Yeah.
But there was also a lot of... I don't want to say anything bad, because she's great, but they did a lot of trash storylines with Santino Marella.
It was the times back then.
Santino Marella, and it's just like, oh, really, this is awful, and...
back when it was Divas, and it was really...
But they seem to be leaning quite hard into the Valkyrie look, especially with the hair.
Yes.
It does seem very Valkyrie-ish, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's the first match. That's the only non-title match, obviously, aside from the Royal Rumble matches themselves on this particular card. So next up, we've got the Raw Women's Championship. So we've got Becky Lynch, the GOAT, the man, whatever you want to call her.
Goats.
Versus Doudrop. I hate that name so much.
Yeah,
I hate
especially
in
a Scottish accent.
I hate it.
It makes
I
it worse.
hate it. Doudrop! My name's Doudrop!
I mean, fair play to her for leaning into it when it's probably thrust upon her, but, you know.
I'd be campaigning hard just to go by Piper. Piper Niven being her former name. I don't know if that's her real name, but that's what she was going by in NXT UK.
Even if it's just Niven.
Yeah. But I think Piper's a bit more catchy.
Could they do Piper? Because you've got...
It's Roddy Piper, yeah, but... I don't know. That's a tough one to call. That is a tough one to call.
Yeah, Doudrop, not a good name.
Yeah. No, especially when it's given by Ava Marie.
Yeah, at least she's gone.
Okay, yeah. So Becky Lynch versus Doudrop. Obviously, this came about from a triple threat match on Raw, where you had Bianca Belair was like, "Well, I want a challenge for the title," and Liv Morgan was like, "I want a challenge for the title." And then Doudrop comes out and she's like, oh, she goes to the office, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Well, where's my shot? Where's my chance? No one's beat me, etc. Whatever. Even though Bianca Belair's beat her. And then they kind of put her into this triple threat match between Liv and Bianca and Doudrop. And then Becky Lynch gets involved. I think it was Bianca that got pinned. It's a few weeks back.
I think Liv got pinned because Becky... attacked Bianca outside the ring.
Oh, that might be it,
take her out.
It's been a couple of weeks, so I can't remember the exact thing.
Pretty sure that was it.
But either way, sort of Doudrop wins. Becky Lynch goes in the ring, and she slaps the taste out of Doudrop's mouth, and Doudrop's just like... And then the next week, they're sort of tagging together, and Becky's like, just follow my lead, I'll get you a win, don't worry about it. As Becky Lynch is, because that's her character, the GOAT.
Yeah.
And Doudrop, I keep calling her Piper Niven. Doudrop just kind of turns on her, slams her down, gets the win, and then does like a bonsai drop onto her, or I can't remember if it's a bonsai drop or more of a Vader bomb.
I mean, to be fair, Becky should have seen that coming.
Yeah. Matt Murdock would have seen it coming.
Yeah.
Anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about? Matt Murdock is a fictional character in the Marvel Universe, aka Daredevil. He's blind. But he saw it coming.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's nice to see that they're not just going, oh, let's put Bianca back in there. Let's put another shot on Liv Morgan because she's at like 4 or 5 already or whatever it is. So it's nice to see that, it's kind of mixing it up a little bit.
Although there's a chance that either Bianca or Liv are going to get involved.
With their very sparse women's roster, which we'll cover in a minute. So yeah, that's pretty much the build-up of that. It's been a bit back and forth, and then we had a split screen, 2 different rooms kind of interview on Raw, and then Doudrop just has enough, rips the microphone off and goes for Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch looks like she's wearing a disco ball. I don't quite know what's up with that. But
better than goats.
Is it?
Actually, the goats are pretty cute.
Yeah. Okay. So on the back of that, then Raw Women's Championship match. Who you got?
Becky to win.
Absolutely Becky to win. Yeah, 100%.
I'm torn between whether this is going to be an interesting match because of the difference in size and style, that kind of thing, or if it's going to be a bit cringe. And we'll see. Though.
Yeah.
It could be good.
I don't like Becky's character right now. I will be perfectly honest and blunt and say that. I don't like it. Okay. But she is probably the most talented woman in the WWE right now.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, Charlotte Flair, she's talented, yes. She messes up a fair amount, and she's great. It's even worse than Becky Lynch.
And I don't think she's trying to great.
No,
I think Becky's trying.
The problem with Charlotte is that, from what I've heard and what I've read, she's got an attitude problem backstage. Yeah. Becky Lynch doesn't. Becky Lynch is humble. She's willing to do whatever needs to be done. Charlotte Flair's not so much. And I think that's what makes Becky a bit more wholesome in that aspect. And she's willing to put people over. Like, imagine Charlotte Flair going, oh, yes, Doudrop, slam me, then jump on me. And yeah, that, I can't see that happening.
She might burst something.
I can't even see Charlotte Flair going, yeah, let's give Doudrop a fair shot.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so yeah, next up then, we've got the first of the 2 major title matches. We're going to go in order of what I think is going to be the better of the matches. Okay. In terms of the last one's going to be what I think is the best.
Save the best for last, yep.
So what match do you think I've got done next?
What's even the matches?
See what I got to work with.
Of bad memory.
So for the SmackDown Universal Championship, we've got Roman Reigns defending against
Seth Freakin Rollins.
Because that's his actual name now, Seth Freakin Rollins.
Official.
Yeah, so on, was it 2-3 weeks? I think it was 3 weeks ago on SmackDown. Roman's like, I don't care who you choose to fight me the Rumble, I don't care, blah, 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 to Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce, paraphrasing something along the lines of, you'll find out by the end of tonight. So at the end of the night, the matches are done. I think it was the New Day versus the Usos yet again for the tag titles, to which the Usos retained. And then it sort of goes back to Roman's office, his locker room, whatever you want to call it, and you hear a knock to the sound of the Shield tone. Yeah. Dead, dead. And he's like, come in, with a kind of like a, what? And then Seth Rollins comes in and he's just laughing, and it's like, okay, this is interesting, because Seth Rollins is Raw, and he's challenging for the SmackDown title.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this might be the one where we deviate on what we think who's going to win. So, just sort of going forward then, obviously Seth Rollins is appearing on Raw, he's giving in-speech promos and cutting promos of people. He name-dropped Moxley. Not Dean Ambrose.
He said Mox.
Mox.
Yep.
John Moxley, AEW star.
Oops.
Who are we, just by the way, we haven't seen it yet because we're behind on that, but we are so happy to see him back and see that he's back and healthy. Yeah. I've seen before and after shots, like before he went into rehab now, and he looks so much better.
Oh, good.
He looks healthy, he looks good, he looks vibrant. And there was an incident on AEW TV where he told a fan to get the F out and got security to kick him out. Because the fan was being rather disgusting, basically, to Moxley. But
telling him that he was a drunk.
Yeah, was it get that drunk piece of crap out of the ring, basically. And Mox like, hey, F you, pal. Security, get this piece of ass out of here. So they kicked him out of the building and just bloody so. And I hope they banned him from all future events.
I hope so.
We don't need that kind of trash.
Nope.
Bubba Ray's next, because, Bully Ray, Bubba Ray, we're going to call him. He's next. Listen, that's a tangent. I'm not going down that road. So then last week on SmackDown, because obviously we haven't seen this week's yet because it hasn't aired as we were recording this, the Usos we're going to fight Seth Rollins and a partner of his choosing. Out comes Seth Rollins' best friend, Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And the Usos are like, uh-oh. We might have bitten off a bit too much. Oh, yeah. Sort of fast forward to the end of the night where the match is going on and the Usos are kind of in a bit of a bad position.
Mm-hmm. So the stipulation thing was if the Usos win...
Yeah. Seth loses his title match.
Yeah. But if they lose...
So if Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens win, the Usos are banned from ringside during the title match at Royal Rumble.
That's right.
For some peculiar reason, then, Roman Reigns jumps in the ring, hits the Superman punch on Seth Rollins, thereby gaining the win for Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens.
I guess if he could see that the Usos were going to lose anyway, maybe he just wanted to do as much damage as possible.
That would have been smart if it was on this week's SmackDown.
Yeah, that's very
Being
true.
that it was last week's, that doesn't really make sense to me.
Because he's had time to recover. He just got mad.
Yeah.
Maybe the Damien came out.
Oh, don't.
Anyway. Everyone has a Damien sign.
So, they haven't really done much to establish Seth as a good guy, as a face, in my mind.
No.
There was rumours of him doing some sort of face-like actions and talking to the crowd, thanking them for coming out at house shows.
Okay.
At live events, rather. They don't call them house shows, they call them live events. But that's not really transitioned onto the TV shows.
No.
Now, whether or not they'll lean hard into this on Friday Night SmackDown, I don't know. But as it stands, we've got a heel from Raw versus a heel from SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now, going back to what I was saying about Becky Lynch being one of the best right now in WWE, Seth Rollins, again, I don't particularly like this Messiah gimmick he's got on the go, but he can go in that ring.
Oh, yeah.
And he is
great.
so good. Like, him and Edge, phenomenal.
Yes.
Absolutely some of the best matches of last year. I've got no problems with him fighting Roman Reigns for that title because I think it's going to be an entertaining match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely going to be entertaining. I mean, they've both got skill.
Okay, so, on that aspect then, who have you got?
I'm gonna say Seth. I think that having the Usos banned from ringside is kind of the catalyst.
Headspace, yeah.
Because they're the deciding factor in a lot of matches.
Yep.
Not that Roman Reigns couldn't win, but they always interfere and stuff.
The thing to remember with that as well, and just for clarification, I'm going Seth as well.
Yay.
Okay, I thought you were going to go Roman, not going to lie.
I just don't want Roman to have it anymore.
3 members in one of the most dominant factions in WWE history. Dean Ambrose, aka Mark, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Who knows Roman Reigns better than Seth Rollins?
No one.
But on the flip side of that, who knows Seth Rollins better than Roman Reigns?
True.
But Seth turned on the Shield.
Yeah.
So how well does Roman actually know Seth?
It's real true.
You know? I mean, we are talking, 6, 7 years ago, whatever it was now. But it's I think Seth's got his number.
Yeah. And Roman Reigns has had his sort of everything rocked with Paul Heyman leaving him and... or being fired, and there's a whole emotional
thing. And he
thing
turned down the challenge from Brock Lesnar, title versus title, and he was like, it's a good idea, it's just not my idea, and he backed away.
Yeah.
He's scared of Brock, absolutely.
Yeah, so he's losing his edge. So I think that he's winding down, and maybe the title is going to go over to the other side.
So I'll lean a bit more into this once we've done the next match, because it kind of, a bit of it focuses on this next match as well, in my mind, okay? So the final non-Royal Rumble match is going to be for the WWE Championship, which is currently on Raw. And we have Bobby Lashley, I don't have done it in reverse order, Bobby Lashley as the contender versus Brock Lesnar, the champion.
Your classic meat versus meat.
Oh, abso-friggin-lutely meat versus meat. Like, this is 2 chiseled pieces of granite just being slammed together at this point.
Chucking each other around.
Now, this is the match, right? When Bobby Lashley returned and everyone could see how jacked he was, they were like, we need to see him and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I've been calling for this match literally for years. I wanted to see this for freaking years.
Yeah.
And we're finally getting it. It's like the ultimate slow burn almost, you know, and it's like, oh, I'm chomping at the bit for this match because I think this is just going to just be right up to those expectations.
And didn't Brock say that he's going to beat Bobby with the Hurt Lock? Did he say that, or am I imagining it?
I must have missed that.
I think he said something like that. I feel like both these guys are going to try and do the other
the
guy's moves.
only
on
thing
him.
I can remember was him saying like the fake news thing of oh Paul, imagine this: Bobby Lashley, new champion, beats Brock Lesnar with a hurt lock.
Oh, maybe,
You might be
maybe
mixing
I'm
it from
mixing
that.
up there, yeah.
Yeah, because there was a
That'd be
point
cool,
though where Bobby was on Raw. I think it was this week, and no, it was the week before. It was before the weigh-in, and the Hurt Business come out because obviously he's turned on the Hurt Business again. Thanks, Vince. And he looked like he put him up on his shoulders, and I thought he's going to F5 him, but he just ran him into the post instead. And it's like he's going to F5. I think it was Shelton Benjamin. And it's like, oh God, here we go. You know, this is going to be great because he's going to do that, and then Brock to be like, "You're using my moves. I'm going to use it," and that would have been great. That would have been fantastic.
Could happen. I think they might.
Brock, Bobby tried getting the Hurt Lock on Brock at day one, and Brock just went, "Nope." Just powered out.
You can't get your arms around that.
Like the Brock's neck, there is no neck. It's shoulder, head.
It's just all muscle covering where
It's like that song. Was it head, shoulders, knees, and shoulders? There is no neck. It's head, shoulders.
He's probably got quite a skinny neck. It's just like completely hidden and surrounded by muscle.
It's my Brock Lesnar impersonation.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite fun. I think just for the sheer brutality of it.
The one thing I think that Brock's got as a downfall is MVP is a wrestler or a former wrestler, wherever this sort of status is now.
Yeah.
If he tries going for Paul Heyman on the outside, Brock's going to get distracted.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
So how about, right, okay, Roman Reigns loses his match.
Yeah.
He's all like upset, and then he sees MVP attacking Paul Heyman, so Roman Reigns comes out to defend Paul Heyman.
Can you imagine?
Like, that's my advocate.
That'd be interesting. But then, on the back of that, if Roman Reigns does lose, does he enter the Men's Rumble?
Maybe he does both.
But we'll circle back to that anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, there's not really been much of a build-up. There was the Fatal 4-Way that should have taken place on day one.
Yeah.
Happened the Monday after day one on Raw, and Bobby Lashley won to become the number one contender. It's an actual... Like, not just go, oh, yeah, let's just give this person a match. I like it when they do qualifying to the matches, you know, as a title show, like Doudrop. You know,
And they did a weigh-in and everything.
Yeah,
so
which
official.
was really weird.
Yeah.
Because Brock was just...
Just adding to all
That
the
makes
weight.
no sense. If they're going to do a weigh-in, they've got to do it properly.
At least he
otherwise
took
it
his
looks
hat off.
As a side note from that, Otis can't spell. Look it up.
That's so funny.
So, yeah, WWE Championship. Who's winning this match? The granite or the slab of meat?
Which one's which?
I'll let you decide.
I think that Brock retains.
Yeah, me too. I got Brock Lesnar for this.
Yeah, I think he hasn't had it long enough to lose it. It's going to be an amazing match, but he's going to retain.
So, the way I see this going then is Roman Reigns loses the title.
Yes.
Gets all PO'd, and then he goes to Brock. But you wanted a match? How about now? But that's on the line.
So you wouldn't do title
So
versus title, but...
Because then we've got Brock versus Roman, again, at WrestleMania. And that way, the belt can switch. Because Seth Rollins will take the Universal title to Raw. Brock Lesnar then will take the WWE Championship over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it playing out. I'll be very surprised if that's not how it happens. The only other way they could do that is to have either Brock or Roman enter the Rumble, win it, and challenge the other one.
Yeah.
And then do a unification match. But I can't see them doing that either.
Oh, I don't want that to happen.
Because then the brand split would be null and void. Because they'd start merging them again like they did before.
But
So yeah, there's the sort of normal matches that we've got.
we have the same choices on all of them.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. The next one's not so much. I've already written my Women's Royal Rumble thing.
I'm just going to look at the pictures.
So first up we've got the Women's Royal Rumble match. So 30 competitors. As of this moment in time, there's 21 announced. I'm not going to go through them all because that would make for a very boring droll. Oh, this is just Alan spewing loads of names out. One stat I did get was there's 8 women from Raw, 6 women from SmackDown, and 7 who are on neither, or not even part of the company.
Because they haven't got many women left because they keep firing
They keep firing everyone. Yeah. They brought Mickie James back, who was fired. She was in last year's Rumble. She was fired after that. They sent her stuff to her on a black bag, which caused a lot of drama on social media. Rightly so. Mickey James is a legend, she's been around for years.
Yeah.
But she's back, and under the caveat that she is announced as the Impact Wrestling's Knockout Champion. And they did it on Raw, and I'm just like, what?
Knock down those walls.
And apparently, she is going to be taking that belt to the Royal Rumble, and she's going to be wearing it out.
Good for her.
Damn straight.
I hope she uses it as a weapon also.
Anything goes. There's no disqualification. So I've seen the Royal Rumble match with loads of weapons get thrown in the ring.
Yeah.
So, on the back end of that one, 2 other female competitors, former WWE competitors, were offered spots in the Rumble, and they declined.
Good for them.
The Royal Rumble would have been iconic.
I can't do it. I always get the wrong way with everything.
If they had done it, but I'm kind of glad they said no.
Yeah.
Because they got treated like dirt as well.
Yeah, it's not been that long since they were let go, and to be asked to return just for one event, it's sort of a bit of a slap in the face, really.
And again, they're in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
They're the current Impact Knockout Champions, Tag Team Champions. So, in terms of there's 9 competitors still to be announced for this match. I believe Io Shirai from NXT could make an appearance. Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and maybe the biggest rumor of all, Ronda Rousey.
Whoa.
Could be making a comeback.
That could be good.
I don't know how credible that is, but I don't want to see that yet.
No. Not been quite long.
There's something else I want to see first.
Whoa.
Okay. So, looking at the women there, you figure out which one's SmackDown, which one's a Raw, and which one's on E. Like, I'd love to see Lita win this, but it's not going to happen, let's be honest.
I'm not sure I can remember all the ones to be which brand they're on.
I probably should have painted this in colours for you.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do something a little bit different with this one, because there's 30 people in the match, and there's 2 brands, Raw and SmackDown. We're going to pick one from each brand. Okay.
Okay, so if I tell you which one I've got as who I think is going to win anyway,
go on.
You can tell me what brand they're on, and then you only have to tell me the ones that are on the other brand. I think Bianca Belair is going to win it again.
That's from Raw.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, where are we?
Because, she won it last year.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to do a repeat so that she can be the... I did it twice in a row.
Okay, who you got from SmackDown?
Who's from SmackDown?
We've got 6 from SmackDown. So we've got Aaliyah, Shotzi, Natalya, Shayna Baszler, Charlotte Flair. I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? Naomi.
Oh, yeah.
Hiding there between Dana Brooke and Nikki ASH.
I don't want to say it.
Go on.
I don't want to put it out in the universe.
The WWE universe?
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I don't want it. But I think out of those, she's the most likely to be given it. Usually
champions, the main champions, don't enter the Royal Rumble. I don't quite know where they're going with this, but I absolutely agree that if anyone's going to win this, and it's got to be Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
If it's SmackDown. Because then she'd be like, I can handpick my opponent, blah, 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 blah. I hate that. Absolutely hate that.
If she's...
they're following in her dad's footsteps, in a sense. He was the first person to win a Royal Rumble for the title.
Oh,
92.
That just puts that pin in it, doesn't
in 1992, yeah.
So...
Oh, God, it's 30 years ago. It's bang on 30 years that happened. Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay, throw Bianca Belair out of it.
And
it's Charlotte.
And then she's going to be like, I'm the first 2-time Women's Royal Rumble winner. I'm the SmackDown champion. I'm the best in the world. Blah, 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 blah.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, if she's got the belt, because usually you win the Royal Rumble, you challenge for the title.
Yeah.
So, does this mean she challenges for a title while she's got a title? Or does she pick her challenger?
She said she was going to pick her challenger.
Okay.
In her little, I'm entering myself in the Rumble.
Nice. And she's going to pick someone she can beat really easy.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Try and beat that world record that was set the other day.
She'll probably pick Aaliyah as well, just to get one over.
Yeah.
Not to knock Aaliyah, but she was in NXT probably the longest reign of anyone, and she didn't get called up until now. So.
Yeah, I mean, the Women's Royal Rumble match. Oh, you haven't said your SmackDown, your
Raw
pick.
You got.
I was just gonna say, like, I think it's gonna be a really fun match. Whatever the result is, there's gonna be some great spots along the way, and there's definitely gonna be some fun ways of not getting eliminated.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not really looking forward to it ending because that's gonna happen.
I'm looking forward to seeing how well Lita does in the ring now. I think she's last year's. I can't remember exactly. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Bella twins and seeing what they're like at the moment. Because obviously they now, Bree's had another child, Nikki's had a child, they've not been in the ring since. And it's going to be cool to see them back.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely. Might be some twin magic. Not that it does
Maybe.
anything in a Royal Rumble.
Never know.
Fun.
So, yeah, Charlotte for SmackDown for me. For Raw side...
Sorry.
Go on.
There can be twin magic if one of them comes out in the other one's slot, gets eliminated, but it wasn't them, so they're not eliminated, and then they can come out again.
But you can easily tell them apart.
They do stuff. Twin magic doesn't matter if they actually don't look identical anymore.
So in terms of Raw, someone we've not seen since Money in the Bank.
Okay.
I think Asuka's going to return.
Ooh.
And I think Asuka's going to win it.
Okay.
And is going to go on to fight Becky Lynch in a one-on-one match.
Yeah. That could be good. Yeah.
Because Becky Lynch has been throwing her mouth around, being like, oh, well, I never got beat for the championship, blah, blah, blah. Asuka is the one who had the belt because of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That would be cool. I would like to see that outcome.
That would be really cool.
If that happens, I'll be a happy bunny.
Yeah. Cool. So then that leads us on to the final match on the card. There's only 6 matches because the Royal Rumble matches take over an hour. Then we've got the men's Royal Rumble match. So again, I'm not going to call out all the names. There's a lot of tag teams in this one. 22 participants currently named. There's 8 yet to be announced. This is an interesting one. So we've got one who is not on any roster. Mm-hmm. He's not even a wrestler.
Yeah.
Johnny friggin' Knoxville.
Don't like it.
Hate that. So out of the other 21 competitors that have been announced, 16 of them are on Raw. 5 of them are on SmackDown.
Bit of an imbalance.
It's a bit uneven, yeah.
And they're not going to have surprise entrants that are actually from the current roster. Or if they do, it'll be like a last minute, like a lost your championship in the enter kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
like I can't even think of many people on SmackDown that could go into it. I mean, the Viking Raiders aren't there, but I can't see them entering because they would have been in there by now. Yeah, because you've got like American Alpha. No, not American Alpha. That's the old team.
Alpha Academy.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Jordan and Gable. You got the Street Profits. You got the Mysterios. You got the Umberto's not in there. Ziggler and Rude, they're a tag team. RK Bros in there. It's like the majority of these are tag teams. You know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who are not in a team. And that well, technically 5 because of New Day.
It doesn't really make sense putting the tag teams. I don't know.
It's going to be very imbalanced if they have all the teams come out at the same time.
Yeah, because it is fun having some tag teams in there because you do get that team, I'm going to throw you up, sort of dynamic. But at the same time, if one of the tag team does win and then they end up doing solo stuff on the road to WrestleMania, so it sort of diminishes the tag team.
If you're going to do something like this, do a tag team Royal Rumble.
Yes.
The problem is
they haven't got enough tag teams.
They haven't got enough wrestlers.
No.
That's why all the tag teams are in the Royal Rumble. They fired everyone. Was it 82 people they got rid of last year?
No.
Ridiculous. Yeah, there's not a lot because there's not been qualifying matches. Just been like, I'm officially entering myself into the Royal Rumble. I'm officially entering myself. I'm officially entering That's all it's been. They said, well, that's just boring.
I did like Kevin Owens' one where he leaned really hard.
He did, yeah.
No one is going to expect this announcement. Yeah, I think he did it quite nicely. But
yeah. Okay, so the potential for NXT guys, and apparently these guys are all set to be backstage at SmackDown this week.
Okay, yeah.
You've got Roderick Strong.
Cool.
LA Knight. Mm-hmm. You've got Bron Breakker, the current NXT champion, and Tommaso Ciampa.
That'll be good.
I freaking love Tommaso Ciampa. I think he's brilliant.
Oh, he wins.
This is a bit of a catch-22. I want to see him on the main roster, but I also don't.
Yeah, because it'll be the end.
Yeah.
He'll probably get fired.
I want to see him leave and go to AEW. Yes. Is what I want.
He would fit in so good in AEW.
That's what I really want.
Put him in the House of Black. That'd be so good.
Yeah. Okay, so who have you got? So there's only 5 guys from SmackDown, okay? So you got Sheamus, Happy Corbin, you got Madcap Moss, Kofi Kingston, Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Those are your 5 from SmackDown. Just do SmackDown first.
Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi all the way. I can't see any one of the others.
Yeah, I think.
So I agree with that.
it fits with the position he is as the hand of the king at the moment as well.
It's going to be cool to see if he does any shenanigans like he usually does. He's like,
Yes.
oh, he's so close to being eliminated, and he does like a handstand, or he lands on the barrier, and he manages to get back. I love that stuff. It's great.
So good.
And this is like his 14th Rumble, I think it is.
I think so. He's really good at them.
So everyone else, apart from Knoxville, who doesn't count because he's not going to win it,
He's not going to win it.
is on Raw. Who you got?
Austin Theory's in it, right? Yeah. I have this horrible feeling that it's going to play into the making McMahon proud storyline. I don't know, though. I'm sort of in two minds.
You know what I think this is all going to boil down to a McMahon,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is, what's his name?
Austin Theory.
Who's the one person that McMahon really couldn't temper?
Austin 316.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I had a brain fart, sorry. You knew what I was on about.
So, do you think he's just playing out his weird, sick fetish fantasy of controlling Austin?
Maybe. And then it'll come to head at WrestleMania because it's in Texas and
Correct.
he'll probably be there.
Yeah. I hope he is. I'm going to freak out like a fangirl if he is, man.
I feel like that might actually lend a bit of credibility to my horrible theory, though. Austin Theory.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something in the back of my head is sort of leaning towards it.
I think he'll be close to the, like, maybe Final Four.
Mm.
I don't think he's going to win myself.
No.
But don't let that influence your decision. If you think
I'm going
Austin
to put
Theory...
it as my pick.
Yeah?
Just because you never know what McMahon's going to do. Could be a screw job. Who knows?
So, I agree with SmackDown. Kofi
Okay.
Kingston.
Yeah.
For Raw, I'm tied between two guys.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough pick, this one.
So a lot of it depends again on what's happening with these title matches.
Yes.
Okay. So Seth Rollins wins the title.
Mm-hmm.
Who did he say he would be able to fight at WrestleMania when they win the Royal Rumble? Who's his best friend?
Oh, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Oh, it would be so good to see him win, though.
That would be.
That would be good.
Okay. On the other hand, my original, because that popped in my head when we were watching Raw yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
What day is it today? Yeah, yesterday when we were watching Raw. They were talking about someone that Austin Theory was fighting, funny enough.
Mm-hmm.
A world champion, Intercontinental champion, United States champion, tag team champion, a Grand Slam winner. He's never won the Royal Rumble.
AJ Styles.
He debuted at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
Yeah.
AJ Styles is my pick.
Yeah.
I think
mean,
AJ Styles. Now imagine, right, Seth frickin' Rollins versus AJ Styles for the Universal Championship.
That's one of those got to
Oh, I got chills just thinking of that. Oh,
see. Yeah.
yeah, that's my pick, AJ Styles.
I prefer your pick in that it would be better to see, but I still have this, when you get that horrible feeling in
The pit in your stomach,
it's
yeah.
the same pit that I had when I had Charlotte as my pick. I don't want to see it, but there's this horrible feeling that it might happen.
Another side of that as well is if they do have Charlotte win the Women's Rumble, I don't think they'd have a heel win the men's one because they'd be leaning too hard on that side of things.
True. This is nice having two picks each.
Yeah,
Obviously, it doesn't include any of the new guys or the people who aren't on the roster.
Because they're not gonna.
Yeah, they might do some damage, but they're not gonna win it.
I was looking up the bookies odds just to see what they were like, and they've got some ridiculous names thrown in there. Braun Strowman, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's like you put £100 bet down. If they turn up and win, you get £1,000. That's how long shot they are.
Odds, yeah.
That's how long shot they are. The last name on that list was Bray Wyatt. That is not happening.
No.
Okay, not by a long shot. And I'm kind of gutted, going back to the Women's Rumble a little bit, that they didn't have Alexa come back for the Rumble.
Yeah.
Because she's still undergoing this therapy thing.
Might she though? It's a surprise entrant.
I don't think so. I think they go in somewhere with this therapy angle. So the vignettes will happen for a few more weeks.
Yeah.
Speaking of vignettes, do you know who's not going to be in the Royal Rumble? Veer is not coming to the Royal Rumble. He's coming to Raw. He has been for the last 2.5 months.
This Veer stuff is so stupid. Guys, he's not been gone that long. Why are you saying he's coming? You just stick him in the back room for a few weeks.
Because he was on SmackDown.
But it's most of the time, someone's going to be on Raw instead of SmackDown. 1 week later, there they are. But no, they just stuck him in a cupboard So they could just say he's coming for 3 months.
That's it. I've got it. I know what's going on.
Is he locked in a cupboard?
They've locked him in a cupboard somewhere, and they forgot. And then they're like, which arena was that? Oh, God, what arena was that?
You know what's going to happen, though?
They're going to cycle back around and find a skeleton.
No. They're going to fire him before he comes out.
People said.
He'll be gone. Because he's not doing anything.
Yeah, or he'll come out for 1 week and then fire him.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ridiculous.
that's our Royal Rumble predictions.
Yeah. I'm actually quite looking forward to this play.
Yeah.
I think it could be good. It's got potential.
Royal Rumble is like my second favourite event of the year. WrestleMania is obviously the one that's got the hype, the pomp, the circumstance. It's got everything there at WrestleMania. It's like the culmination of the last year's worth of stories.
They can't ruin Royal Rumble, right? Right?
And then you've got the Royal Rumble, and then that's the whole lead into this, is where they really start driving home that...
Oh, it's pointing season.
It's pointing season. We need to get a little WrestleMania set off to the side and pan the camera around it.
I could put it on the back of my sign. Oh, wait, no, it died.
You have to make a new sign now, or we'll figure out something else for Royal Rumble.
We got sellotape. Depends if there's any signs.
That was our real predictions video. We're not going to get into this tangent right now because it'll upset you. Do you need a tissue? We hope you enjoy the Royal Rumble. We are looking forward to this particular one. There's a lot of good singles matches. The Royal Rumble matches are always fun and chaotic. Hopefully they won't drag in the middle with all the tag teams. I think that has the potential for it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Who you think's going to win? Do you think we're right? Oh, excuse me. Do you think we're wrong? Who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to show up? There's 9 spaces in the Women's Rumble and 8 spaces in the Men's Rumble. Who do you want to see join in as a guest participant?
They'll just suddenly say, it's actually a 25 women Rumble.
Budget cuts. Budget cuts. We cut the Rumble down.
There aren't enough people. So we'll probably put up the reactions either Sunday evening or Monday, depending on time.
Yeah, we're not going to watch it live, even though it's on a Saturday.
We're old now. We need sleep.
Well, it's not even that. We both get up early for work on the weekdays, and we don't want to screw up our sleeping schedule.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, subscribe, hit that bell. You make sure you get notifications whenever we drop new videos. You'll get a notification when we upload our reactions video as well. Don't forget to like that like button. Give us some good thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. So we hope you enjoy it. We are looking forward to it, and we will see you in the reactions video. See you next time.
Bye-bye.